somebody wants to silence you because you're doing too much talking. You're doing too much. Um, you know what's going on in the enemy's campground, and you putting other people on because you telling.
Hello, everyone. This is from a post that I saw from Atlas Relics 444. I am subscribed to this individual's channel. I don't know if it originated from him, but this is where I found it. And as I was scrolling through his feeds, I saw a lot of cool things. But this one really resonated with me because this is the season that I'm in right now. Lots of rejection, misinformation, gaslighting in the churches. So I'm going to share with you what his text post was. The clearing, why everyone who left you was always supposed to. They didn't reject you, they disqualified themselves. Now the space is clear, sacred, and ready. What's coming next isn't luck, it's the payout for every test you survived without knowing you were being graded. You did not yet understand they were not rejecting you, they were disqualifying themselves. Every person who walked away, every door that closed, every silence that stretched longer than it should have, was not a verdict on your worth. It was a revelation of their limits. They were proving through their own choices that they could not handle the responsibility of standing next to someone called to something greater. They were showing you through their actions that they were not built for the altitude you are climbing to. This is the reframe that changes everything. Your past is not a graveyard of failures. It is the most rigorous spiritual training program on the planet. Amen. You were not being taught how to find love. You were being taught how to become it so that you could recognize your divine mirror when they finally stand before you. Every tear you cried watered the garden where this new love will grow. Every lonely night was a silent meditation preparing your spirit to receive a connection so profound it will feel like coming home after a lifetime of being lost. Wow. The people you mourned were not your destiny, they were your curriculum. Amen. And here is what your grief was never able to show you clearly. They did not break you, they broke you open. Amen. Amen. They cracked the shell of the person you thought you were supposed to be, so that the person you were always destined to become could finally breathe. There is a staggering difference between those two things. Broken things are finished, open things are ready. Amen. The filtration is complete now. The last of the ghosts, the last of the echoes are being swept out. The space inside you is being prepared, consecrated, made sacred for the arrival of someone who does not need a ticket because their soul already knows the door. While you were surviving the tests you did not even know you were taking, while you were passing auditions disguised as heartbreaks, this person has been in the waiting room, patient and certain, anticipating the moment you were finally ready to receive them in your fullness. You did the work. The universe has checked the receipts and your account is paid in full. Stop reading your story as a romance that keeps failing. Read it as a hero's origin. The quiet years were not wasted. The seasons of obscurity were not punishment. They were preparation. Every great story has a chapter where the hero trains alone, unseen, misunderstood, wondering if any of it means anything. Amen. This chapter is closing now. What is approaching is not gentle. It will arrive like a celestial alarm clock with no snooze button, sudden, undeniable, and clarifying. The illusion that you are too much, too deep, too specific, too rare to be truly loved, that illusion is shattering. Not to hurt you, to free you. Because freedom is the prerequisite for the love that is actually coming. The era of being a well-kept secret is ending. Again, the era of being a well-kept secret is ending. You are no longer auditioning for people who cannot see you. Amen. You are no longer shrinking to fit spaces that were never designed for your size. The person who is coming towards you is not intimidated by your depth. They are defined by it. They have been shaped by their own clearing, their own curriculum, their own series of necessary losses that taught them exactly how to stand next to someone like you. Amen. This is not a story of you finding love. It is a story of love finally being allowed to find you, agape love people, because you have cleared the path, survived the test, and become someone whose wholeness leaves no room for anything less than what is real. Amen. And this is absolutely my experience, what I'm going through and hoping to come out on the other side of in this season.